Imagine yourself perched on the jagged lip of a towering cliff. The wind howls, clawing at your resolve, while below, a cavernous abyss gapes, a black maw of failure, ready to swallow you whole. This isn't a dream. It's your reality every time you dare to reach for something greater. Most crumble here, their courage dissolving into the mist, their dreams dashed against the rocks below. They see the edge as the end. But you're different. I'm not here to whisper sweet lies or drape you in false hope. I'm here to forge you into a weapon, sharp, unyielding, and unstoppable. This cliff isn't your doom, it's your proving ground. Fear of failure isn't your captor, it's your prey. And today, you'll learn to hunt it down with the precision of a predator and the cunning of a king. Let's burn one myth to ashes right now. The fearless don't exist. The world loves its tales of invincible heroes, but that's a child's story. Every titan who ever shaped history, Alexander carving empires with his sword, Cleopatra bending kings with her gaze, even the cold-eyed tycoons of today, they all knew fear. Their hands trembled. Their minds raced. What made them legends wasn't the absence of dread, but their ruthless mastery over it. Niccolo Machiavelli, the shadow weaver of power, saw this clearer than anyone. Success isn't a gift for the brave. It's a prize for the shrewd. Fear of failure is a beast we all carry, but you can chain it, break it, and ride it to victory. This isn't about luck or fate. This is about strategy, cold, calculated, and yours to command. Part 1. Face the beast. Fear is your first foe. Let's start with the first strike. You can't outrun fear. It's not a fleeting shadow or a passing breeze. It's a snarling, sinewy beast with claws sunk deep into your soul. You've felt its breath, haven't you? That icy shiver when you think of launching a venture, chasing a dream, or stepping into the unknown. It's the voice that hisses. You'll fall. You'll break. You're not enough. Most people flee from this monster. They drown it in noise, numb it with excuses, or lock it behind a fragile mask of denial. That's why they rot in mediocrity. You won't. You're here to rip that beast from its lair, drag it into the open, and choke it with your bare hands. Here's how you begin. Strip away the lies. Fear doesn't die with pretty words or hollow chants of "I am enough." That's a lullaby for the weak. You slay it by knowing it, by cutting it open and studying its guts. Find a quiet corner, a battlefield of your own making. Sit with a pen and paper, or just the raw silence of your thoughts. Ask the hard questions. What terrifies me most? What do I stand to lose if I fail? Is it the scorn of others, their mocking laughter ringing in your ears? Is it the coin slipping through your fingers, the security you've clawed to keep? Or is it deeper, the dread that you're a fraud, a hollow shell pretending to be a giant? Don't flinch. Write it all down. Let the page soak in the blood of your honesty. This isn't surrender, it's reconnaissance. You're mapping the enemy's terrain. Take a moment to see it. Every answer you unearth is a weakness in the beast's armor. That fear of judgment, it's a crack you can widen. That terror of poverty, it's a flank you can outmaneuver. Machiavelli didn't cower before his foes. He dissected them. He knew that knowledge is the first blade in any war. When you name your fears, you steal their power to surprise you. They're no longer phantoms lurking in the mist. They're targets you can aim for. And here's the twist. Fear isn't a sign of frailty. It's a signal of ambition. If you feel it, you're not small. You're daring to climb higher than the herd. The beast only hunts those who threaten the ordinary. So let it come. Let it roar. You're not its victim. You're its executioner. Let me paint you a picture. Julius Caesar stood at the Rubicon, his army behind him, Rome's wrath ahead. Did he feel fear? Of course, the weight of betrayal, the specter of defeat. But he crossed that river, not because fear vanished, but because he saw it for what it was, a spur to action. You're at your own Rubicon now. That project you've delayed, that leap you've dodged, fear's been your gatekeeper. No more. Pick one fear from your list today. Face it like a soldier staring down a charging horde. Maybe it's speaking up in a meeting, risking rejection. Do it. Feel the sweat, the racing pulse, then do it anyway. That's how you wound the beast. That's how you start to win. Part 2. Build your fortress. Guard your plans with iron will. You've drawn first blood against fear. Good. But don't be the idiot who waves a flag and calls the war won. The battlefield is still alive, and the world is a pack of wolves waiting to tear you apart. Machiavelli's second lesson cuts deeper. Never show your hand. The moment you spill your fears or flaunt your plans, you hand your enemies, seen and unseen, the spears to impale you. Your dreams are a castle under siege, and every careless word is a breach in the wall. Lock it down. Build your fortress in the dark, where no arrow can find you. Picture this. You're a warlord plotting a conquest. Your scouts report every move. Your maps mark every weakness. But you don't shout your strategy to the wind. You whisper it to the night. That's you now. Fear's still snarling, and the world's still watching. Don't give them the satisfaction of seeing you sweat. When you stumble, don't cry for help. When you plan, don't beg for applause. Silence isn't just safety, it's supremacy. The less they know, the more they fear you. The more they fear you, the less they dare to strike. How do you forge this shield? Start with your body. It betrays you first. When fear coils in your gut, your shoulders slump, your eyes dart, your voice quivers. Train them out. Stand before a mirror, a king before his court. Lift your chin. Square your shoulders. Let your gaze burn with purpose. Speak, slow, deep, deliberate, as if every word is a decree. I will succeed. I am unbreakable. Repeat it until your reflection nods back. This isn't play acting, it's warfare. You're teaching your flesh to obey your will, not your terror. Now guard your tongue. People probe. Are you nervous? What's your next move? Don't spill. Give them a shard of truth wrapped in steel. I'm focused. I'm moving forward. Let their questions bounce off you like arrows off stone. Think of Napoleon. He didn't broadcast his march on Moscow to every peasant and spy. He moved, and the world reeled when it saw the dust of his army. Your plans are your legions. Keep them hidden until they're ready to crush. Every leak weakens you. Every secret kept strengthens you. Test this fortress now. Pick a fear you've named, say. Starting a business. Don't tell your friends, your family, your followers. Research it alone. Sketch your first step in the dead of night. A product idea, a call to a supplier. Take that step tomorrow, silent as a thief. When doubt creeps in, don't confess it. Crush it beneath the weight of your action. This is your stronghold, built not of stone but of secrecy and resolve. No one storms it because no one knows it's there. Part 3. Forge fear into fire, turn terror into triumph. You faced the beast and walled it out. Now comes the alchemy, the ruthless art of turning fear into fire. Machiavelli didn't just dodge his enemies, he turned their swords against them. Fear of failure isn't a shackle to endure, it's a furnace to stoke. That gnashing terror in your chest, it's not here to paralyze you, it's here to propel you. Every shudder, every whisper of doom, these are sparks. Fan them into a blaze that consumes your hesitation and lights your way to conquest. Reframe it, this is your first weapon. When fear growls, you'll never succeed. Don't whimper back. Roar. Then I'll die trying, and I'll take you with me. Make it personal. Turn every taunt into a gauntlet thrown at your feet. Afraid you'll flop at public speaking? Book a talk next week and prepare like a general plotting an ambush. Fear you'll lose everything on a risky bet? Study the odds, stack the deck, and roll the dice anyway. Each dread is a mirror. It shows you where you're soft. Hammer those spots hard until they're iron. Here's a story. Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb on his first try, or his 1000th. Failure stalked him like a vulture, every dead filament a feather in its wings. Did he quit? No. He said, I haven't failed. I've found 10,000 ways that won't work. That's forging fear into fire. Each stumble was a lesson, each burn a step closer to brilliance. You're Edison now. That fear of screwing up your next move, it's not a stop sign, it's a teacher. Fail at something today, a pitch, a lift, a risk, then dissect it. What broke? Fix it. Try again tomorrow. That's how you melt fear into molten steel. This takes discipline, the kind that separates warriors from worms. Fear loves chaos. It thrives when you flail. Starve it with order. Set a small, Brutal goal tied to your fear. Write 500 words if you dread writing. Run a mile if you fear fatigue. Call a client if you hate rejection. Do it today, no excuses. Tomorrow, raise the bar. 600 words, 2 miles, 2 calls. Track it like a hunter tracks a wounded stag. Each check mark is a torch, burning fear's grip to ashes. You're not just surviving it, you're weaponizing it. Part 4. Strike from the shadows. Build success in secret. You've turned fear into fuel, now wield it unseen. The fool trumpets his fight before the bell rings. The master waits, coiled, until the kill is certain. Machiavelli's genius was his invisibility. He moved pieces, while others saw only the board. Your success demands the same. Don't parade your struggle or your schemes. Build in the shadows, where no one can poison your well or steal your thunder. The world doesn't deserve a front row seat. It gets the aftermath, when you're already crowned. Choose your ground, a goal that matters, one that fear's been guarding. Maybe it's a book you've never finished, a deal you've never closed, a skill you've never mastered. Tell no one. Not your partner, not your priest, not your mirror. Start tonight. Scribble a page, draft a pitch, practice a move. Log it in a hidden place, a notebook under your bed, a file buried in your phone. Each step is a brick in a tower no one sees rising. When fear barks, don't answer, build higher. Let your progress be your growl. Look at history. Steve Jobs didn't unveil the iPhone until it was a dagger ready to pierce the market. Years of secret labor, failures no one saw, prototypes no one touched, then a strike that reshaped the world. Your job's now. That dream you've nursed, nurture it in the dark. Fail there, bleed there, win there alone. When you emerge, it won't be a plea for approval. It'll be a coronation. The crowd will gasp, "Where did this come from?" And you'll smile, knowing the shadows were your forge. Part 5. Unleash your dominion. Make them bow to your rise. You've fought, fortified, forged, and built. Now rise, not as a supplicant, but as a sovereign. Machiavelli's final stroke is this. Power isn't just yours to hold, it's yours to wield. Step into the light not to be seen, but to be feared. Your success isn't a gift you offer, it's a throne you claim. When you unveil what you've wrought, let it crash like a tidal wave, drowning doubters in its wake. This is your dominion, and they'll kneel because they must. Walk with the gravity of a storm cloud, heavy, dark, inevitable. Speak with the quiet of a blade unsheathed, soft but lethal. Let your presence hum with the victories you've stacked in secret. When they ask, how? Don't explain. Let them stew in their ignorance. Cleopatra didn't justify her reign. She wore it like a second skin. You're her heir. That fear you conquered? It's the scepter in your hand. That fortress you built? It's the crown on your brow. They'll bow not to your words, but to the weight of your silence. Conclusion. The throne is yours. Take it. This isn't a bedtime story. It's a war cry. Fear of failure will never leave you. It's a shadow that walks beside you. But you've learned its game. You've faced its fangs, built your walls, turned its venom to flame, struck from the dark, and claimed your crown. Machiavelli didn't offer comfort. He offered control. That's your inheritance now. Stand. Move. Take what's yours. The throne of success waits, not for the timid, but for the ruthless. You've buried fear alive. Now reign.